Hello, my name is StephanieLunn, and I'll be presenting ENTP 117 Store Events to Database. The team is Startup FIU Entrepreneurs, the product owner is Robert Hacker, the project mentor is Dr. Masood Sajadi, and again, my name is StephanieLunn. Here I present the documentation for ENTP 117 Store Events to Database. The description is presented. As a Startup FIU entrepreneur, I would like to be able to view events which are stored to the database so that they pull for my viewing when I visit the page, and so that an admin can easily add or remove new events. The acceptance criteria consists that events can be accessed via Mongo query, upcoming events load from the database when the events page loads from the entrepreneur dashboard, and the past events load from the database when the events page loads from the entrepreneur dashboard and the user has selected Show Past Events. I then present the use case as well as the flow of events between the entrepreneur and the system that occurs. In addition, I have my use case diagram, the sequence diagram, the class diagram, as well as the testing that was performed, both the unit test and integration test, both of which have a sunny and rainy day case. Moreover, I present the visual user guide, although this will further be demonstrated next. Initially, events were encoded into an events list in the service. However, for the long term, events will obviously need to be stored in the database, so modifications had to be made to the service to allow this to happen, for saving events and deleting events, so that administrators will later be able to implement this functionality and make it part of their routine. This also meant changing routes and modifications to the controller in terms of how it gets data, since it no longer is going to get the data in the same way that it had previously. It also led to minor changes in the view, so that the date could properly be displayed. Once all of the functionality had been added into the code to allow events to be pulled from the database, it was time to work with Mongo to actually put the events into the database. So first, I made sure that events didn't already exist, or any that did exist were removed. Then I used Create Collection to add events. Starting with just one, I inserted a single event to make sure it worked, and then I added the rest of the events in bulk that needed to be added into the system. As you can see, it shows at the end the total of write errors, concerns, and that all 14 were added. Once an entrepreneur is logged in, they should now be able to click on events, and the events populate just as before. Also, you can show past events to see prior events that existed. Although the page looks similar to how it looked before, the big difference is the back end. These events are now entirely being populated from the database. Thank you very much for watching. Again, the team is Startup FIU Entrepreneurs, and the product owner is Robert Hacker. For any questions regarding this video, please email StephanieLunn at slunn002@fiu.edu. If you have any questions regarding the project, please email Dr. Masood Sajadi at sajadi@cs.fiu.edu.